Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Dishing Out Flavor. As you can see in the pot, I have some apricots. This is a total of 3 apricots and the peel or the skin, whichever term you want to use. But that's what's in the pot at the moment with 1.5 cup of water. And here I have 1 gram of fresh ginger. I'm going to just add that right in. I'm in the mood to test a bunch of different jams and jellies, and so I'm going to be doing an apricot one, and then I bought a jicama. Now a lot of people use this to make fries, but the texture of it is like that of a crisp apple or with the Asian pears, which have that taste between apple and pear. That's those giant pears that you see with the netting around it. So I hope I've described that well enough for you all. So anyway, like I said, I'm in the kitchen and I'm trying to come up with different flavors of jams and jellies. So I love putting apricot preserves on my biscuits, and I miss apple jelly so much. But when I try to do it with real apples, the carb count just still comes up way too high. So I'm going to give it a go using the jicama, and I have some ideas in my head of how I want this to be, and I have an apple flavoring. So I was hoping to come across an apple tea, but I wasn't able to get that. All the apple teas that I came across had cinnamon mixed in them. I don't want cinnamon in it. So let's see how this session goes today, and hopefully it all goes well. Whether it does or it do, I will list the results of it. So let me get started. All right, everyone. Okay, in this pot, I have 2 cups of water, and I'm gonna add in the jicama, and I'm gonna add in just the peel. Well, there's a little bit of flesh on it, but these are 15 grams of apple peel that I'm just gonna let boil in there. So like I said, this is an experiment day for me of jams and jellies. Not really preserves, but you know, you can call it that too if you want to, but it is what it is. Let me get back to doing what I need to do, because this is going to have to boil for quite a while, because I want to really extract some of the nutrients from the peels. And I'm not really going to be using any of the flesh of the jicama, but jicama has a starch, you know, from it. So I want to incorporate that into the water, and then the water will be sweetened, and I'll add the apple flavoring to this. That is what I'm hoping will make a good low-carb apple jelly. Okay, I'll be back with other results. Okay, let me just, there we go. So you guys can see what it's starting to look like. I've added another wedge of apple, as well as part of the apple core minus the seeds. And what I'm looking for is the water to start to turn color. And my other idea is to get the color that I'm needing will be to add in a little bit of the honey here. See that dark brown color? I'll probably have to incorporate some of that for it to actually look like jelly. As far as the apricots go, apricots are looking really, really good. I like the color that the water is getting. You know, I won't be using the peel in the jam, but once I mash up the flesh of the apricots, then, you know, the color will really come through there as well. I'm using all natural things for this. Besides, well, the Xylitol sweetener, you know, is just 100% sugar free, but, you know, it has a honey flavoring and xanthan gum and stuff in it, and it does have, as you can see, it has ascorbic acid and a caramel coloring, as well as some citric acid. So that'll be like some slight preservatives in there, which is not bad. But I'm going to be using some fresh lemon in here. And for the sweeteners, I'll be using a combination of Allulose and Stevia in each one. A few months ago, actually it's been quite a while, it was back in December of 2022, I suffered a small stroke. And it turns out that by me dropping my carb count too low, I didn't know I had an underlying heart condition, AFib, and I had dropped my carb count down to 15. And that was way too low because it turns out that a low carb count can actually cause strain on the heart. So anyway, I had to up my carb count, so that's why I only deal with carb counts of 35 and above. So any of you who have a carb count that's below 35, you guys are going to have to use smaller amounts if you're following my style of cooking. I do have things that have carb counts that are very, very low. So, you know, you have to play around with it. But everything is still all within the guidelines of low carb and keto. So I'm not keto. I am definitely all low carb, but it still fits the need to be keto as well. All right. Okay, I have to turn my phone a certain way so you can see the color. I had to add 2 tablespoons of the honey, and I've added in a half a teaspoon of the apple extract, and it's tasting pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my other dry ingredients together, as well as the lemon juice, and go ahead and put that in. And next time you guys see this Jicama Apple jelly and the apricot jelly, it will be in the jar, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. Okay, I have removed the apples and the jicama. Here's the jicama right here. What I'll probably do is turn this into applesauce and then show you guys what that looked like also at the end of the video. But this is what everything is looking like so far with everything that's in here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the jar and then let it completely cool. I'll probably have a part 2 to this, the results of what everything looked like for the following day. Okay guys, this is how the jicama came out for applesauce. But you know what? I just had an idea. I'm going to turn this into some apple butter. So give me a moment. Okay, I put the jicama in the pan along with some brown sugar, vanilla, and pumpkin spice. I didn't have any apple spice, but I cooked it down to reduce it. And so now I'm getting ready to weigh it and put it into a jar. Okay, everyone, all the jams are done. We have the apricot as well as the jicama apple jelly and the apple butter. That's the apple butter here. That's the jicama jelly, jicama apple jelly, and this is the apricot. And I'm using, of course, my brioche buns. Let's go ahead and set that there. So you guys can find all of these recipes on my channel. I'm going to post it on Reddit, on my Facebook, Dishing Out Flavor, as well as my YouTube, Dishing Out Flavor. So that way, whatever platform you're on, you will get this. But I also have over here my strawberry topping, but all I have to do is thicken that up with a little bit more guar gum, like I did the blueberry jam here. But I basically use these on top of cakes and ice creams, you know, so I have a wide variety of jams. I'm getting ready to do a peach as well as a raspberry too, so be looking forward to getting that as well. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to show you today. Have a good day, and many blessings to you.